Hi guys, Triple F Firestorm here. I want to do a little opinion video on some things that I've recently found out about on the internet. Anybody is welcome to do a response to this. Right, I want to start with a subject I just actually found out about probably no less than 15 minutes ago. Basically, and it's kind of come to my attention over the last year that there's been a mass increase in this. Primarily, it's a result of parents that are deluded and seem to think that if they do this, their beautiful little darlings will grow up and become super celebrity model stars and make lots of money and so on and so forth. It happens quite a lot in America, and it's starting to happen quite a lot in Britain as well, but only to families that have the money. Basically what I'm talking about, guys, is I'm talking about little girls. I mean, I'm talking girls sometimes as young as 12, 13, basically getting cosmetic surgery. Putting it simpler, guys, I'm on about girls as young as 13 requesting that they want to get boob jobs at 13. And there seems to be an increase in mothers dawdling their daughters, and by this I mean mothers dressing their daughters up, getting them made up, getting them hair done, getting them in dresses, and I mean talking when it was 4, and basically convincing themselves that their daughter is going to be some big top model, and they're convincing the daughter they're going to be a top model. So yeah, so in a sense what we're dealing with, guys, is we're dealing with this situation now where we're getting parents who seem to think if they let their, well, to be fair, you can't do it at 13, but because obviously of legal reasons, but I've heard of stories of them 15 is a push, you can do it at 15. But if there's something wrong with the mother if she thinks her 15-year-old daughter should get a boob job and to become some sort of model celebrity. It is ridiculous. I mean, they don't need it. I mean, this is something I've always felt quite strongly about. I mean, plastic surgery originated as a way, if I'm correct, to obviously patch up injured people, you know, burn victims, soldiers that have been involved in explosions, stuff like that. And now it's turned into something that the rich can do to make themselves younger forever. I mean, if you ever see some of these images of people that have loads done. I mean, I recently saw this picture of this celebrity who was something like 50 plastic surgery and cosmetic procedures done on her, and she looks awful. Literally, I mean, she looks awful. Her body just looks terrible. I mean, there's a picture of her in this bloody dress. It's some sort of celebrity prom thing, and she just looks so. You could tell she was fake. Every inch of her body looked terrible. She looked like she was literally made of plastic. And she's actually saying she's going to let her daughter have whatever surgery she wants, so she can become famous and everything. You don't need bloody cosmetic surgery to become famous. Everybody has a natural talent, and if you want a natural talent, then use your natural talents. Don't expect you can go plastic and become famous. You know, just imagine what that's doing to them. All the chemicals and stuff. Just imagine what that's doing to them. It's just not on. Ignore the camera. It keeps doing autofocus. I can't turn it off. But anyway, as I was saying, I don't agree with it. I mean, I don't see why you should get a girl as young as 12 should be asking for these kind of things. It's just ridiculous. It ain't on. You know, you've got like this mother in America that's got a couple of daughters, and literally she's been, since they were 4, she's been getting them ready for the big life. You know, you're all going to be top stage models. You're going to be doing the catwalks. You know, it's like that isn't guaranteed. And you know, and that's the thing. It's just stuff like that is wrong. You cannot get a girl as young as 12 and say, you know, fam, if we can, we'll get you all this, you know, we'll get you a boob job, we'll get you all this cosmetic surgery, we'll make you look young and beautiful, and you're going to be a teen model, and everyone's going to love you, and you're going to make money. And it don't work like that. It does not work like that. I mean, thing is, on a side note here, the Disney Channel have been kind of ridiculed for doing that, you know, because they have a habit of churning out young teenage stars. The thing is, really, it is as easy as it's made out, and it's not as simple as it's made out. But what are you gonna do, guys? I mean, that's just one of the things I want to talk about. I mean, the second thing I want to talk about, which I read about, and I'm generally quite shocked by this. I'm somewhat surprised they're legally allowed to do what I'm about to tell you guys about. And I can imagine a lot of people, if they don't already know about this, will be pretty shocked and disgusted by this. I mean, right, we're going to admit, come on, we live in a free society here, and, you know, as we all know, everybody's got their own taste. I mean, you know, you're going to get, you know, you got people which, you know, when it comes to sexual orientation, you know, at high school, if somebody comes out the gate, you know, you basically, they're going to get bullied the hell out of, because at school, you know, it's one of those things. And then, I mean, at college, when I went to college, you know, it's a completely different problem. I mean, I sat next to a guy that was gay, and he told me he was gay, and I was like, well, you know, fine, I don't really care. You know, I'm not bothered by somebody's sexuality. I do not really care if someone's gay or if they're, I don't know, have a fetish for cupboards. I generally don't care. I mean, whatever someone's into, what they're into, and it's not, I really don't care. I wouldn't judge somebody by their sexuality. I never ever will. There are people out there that will, but hey, I'm not having a go at them either. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinions. But anyway, what I'm on about at the moment, guys, is something I found out about today. And only in America could this happen, because as we all know, no offence to anybody that lives in America, but the American government anyway, and quite a lot of religious organisations in America are like this. Basically, a law was passed in America giving, from what I can tell, mainly private schools, aka boarding schools, and some high schools, the legal right to expel a student based on their sexuality and religion. So basically, the high school, for example, I was reading about, expelled a 14-year-old girl because of them. Apparently, they started doing these questionnaires, which apparently were meant to judge a child's sexuality, because apparently this test came out saying she was gay, and so she got expelled. And that is wrong. And the parents tried to sue the school, but apparently they can't, because it's now a legal law saying some schools, private boarding schools and some normal schools, have the legal right to expel a student based on their sexuality. That is wrong. You can't do that. That is just not fair. That is just completely and utterly wrong. I mean, there's apparently I was also reading about a boarding school, like private school in America, and I cannot believe in this day and age you're legally allowed to operate like this. They won't allow anybody to attend this school. The only way you can attend this school is if you're white, and you've got to be white. You've got to be, I think, either Christian or Catholic, and you've got to be basically full-on heterosexual, you know, straight. So, from what I've heard, this school will not accept you if you're black. It will not accept you if you're any other religion but Christianity or Catholic. And you know, if you're basically gay or bisexual, they won't accept you either. I mean, I am seriously surprised that school is not even allowed to legally do that, but they are, because this bloody law was passed, and I cannot believe it, in the 21st century, and a law like that exists, saying, you know, oh, well, you know, so-and-so, well, we're afraid we have to expel you because you're gay, and you know, can't come to the school. And that's just ridiculous. I mean, it's like a report I read in the news a couple of months ago about a school that's banned hugging, because apparently they don't want hugging's bad because it might encourage children of the same sex to get confused about sexuality. Yeah, I'm sure a 6-year-old hugging a 6-year-old's really going to think, oh, I'm hugging a guy, and that must mean now I'm gay. You know, this is the point. I mean, for instance, right? I used to work. For instance, I worked with a guy who one of the jobs I've done. One of the guys I worked with, he was gay, and he just told me, you know, it wants something he kind of realised he was about 16, which, you know, it's something, as far as I can tell, that people are. I think it's just one of those things that eventually somebody kind of realises and they know for sure. You know, I don't know. But you know what I'm trying to come from. But at the end of the day, it just isn't right. You cannot expel somebody from a school just because of their sexuality, and that is just plain wrong. But anyway, that's all I've really got to say, guys. I could go on forever about this. But anyway, I want to know your opinions, guys. Come on, let me know what do everyone else think about there in the big wild world of YouTube. Comment, video response, whatever, let me know, because I'm interested to think what people know. So this is Triple Up Firestorm sending this message. Peace out, guys, on a good day.